Hello, US 101 for history. We are in week 8. We're moving along, and I still have no information yet about any developments on the strike stuff. So for now, we're just moving on, okay? And I will keep you guys posted any further information. It's obviously a big concern to all of us, and obviously it does make moving forward feel weird and stressful. I don't know what to do about that, but again, we're just moving on. So this week we are covering Andrew Jackson, and I have you watch this long documentary. I'm so glad it's still up and running. I'm always worried about it being removed from YouTube. It's great. It's a great documentary. It's long, but it's such an interesting part of U.S. history, and Andrew Jackson was and is one of our most controversial presidents. But maybe we do have a president that's more controversial than Andrew Jackson. What's interesting is that Donald Trump expressed that he kind of sees Andrew Jackson as a model for himself. I'll post an article about that later on. But I mean, it's interesting, right? And you know, in a sense, I have to say that, and this is, you know, I'm trying to stay away from the whole Trump discussions because it's so divisive for the nation. I don't want to do that to my class or any of my classes. But I like to make history relevant, you know, the past to what's going on now. And so, I mean, you know, this Andrew Jackson is really a good example to look at in regards to our current president. Our current president really is making a lot of people happy in that for people who voted for him and have similar views to him, he is really fulfilling a lot of the things that people wanted to see happen. And so he looks like a president. I mean, he's kept his word in their minds. And some people debate about that as well. But I mean, overall, he has this strong constituency that really see him as somebody who's finally breaking through certain things. But for other people, it's been the situation's very different. Just like the Cherokee, certainly you'll see the legacy for Cherokee and black people in regards to Andrew Jackson is and was much different compared to the average white man. Okay? And you know, this is what's interesting, tragically interesting about politics and history. And this is something I just want all of you to always think about. Any leader in the world, in any regime, with the exception of a few, are always going to be good for some and bad for others. And so when you support a leader or a system and you like it, I mean, regardless of your politics, you could be far left, far right, in between, whatever. You know, most likely that very same person or that regime is going to have a different result for another side, and they're not going to feel the same. I had a very conservative professor when I was in grad school that when Obama got elected, she said, "I'm going to go in my car now and cry." She was very upset that Obama got elected. And some people cried and were upset when Trump got elected. You guys get what I'm saying. So Andrew Jackson, though, I mean, you have certain leaders that are less polarizing. I mean, you have a leader like, you know, Ronald Reagan, for whatever one thinks of him, there were many Democrats and Republicans alike that liked him. You know, the president that was the most divisive, or at least in terms of the results of what happened in the nation, you'll see, actually will be Abraham Lincoln, because the way that people reacted to when he got elected was far more extreme than what we have seen now. So we will be getting to that, right? But okay, so Andrew Jackson, one of our most controversial presidents, we're covering him, and I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you think deeply about what I'm addressing, okay, in terms of what makes somebody admirable and favorable to history or not, and all of that. This is going to be my last announcement for this semester in Thailand. I'm leaving to the Netherlands Wednesday. I will be spending 4 hours in a layover in Moscow. So I will be in Putin's Russia for, 4 hours. It could be more. Sometimes that can happen. I don't know if I'm going to do much exploring out in Russia while I'm there, but I'm going to do the flight from Thailand to Russia and then into the Amsterdam airport, and then I'm going to be staying with someone in Leiden, which is the birthplace of Rembrandt, and I'm excited about that. And I'll give you guys some feedback on that. I mean, switching gears completely. Thailand has been amazing. I've learned a lot. I have a lot to learn. I may come back here. I may settle for a while, but I feel like I need to start taking language classes if I come back to learn Thai, because I don't know. You spend a month here, and when you're a white American man, you represent money, and it's a different thing. It's a different situation to be a white man in Thailand, and often I am treated very well. But the situations, I don't know. I just feel like this. You want to get to know people. You don't want to, whether or not you're treated bad or good for who you are, right? You want to have human connections that are beyond just the physical realm, right? So whether we're men or women to each other or different cultures, we're not just bodies. We're human beings. We have thoughts and feelings, and you want to communicate those to each other requires the ability to do that. And so I think it's important. And as Americans, we're known for not learning other languages, so just keep that in mind. It's a very rewarding thing to be able to have those breakthroughs with other people. So that's all I'm going to say on that. You guys have a great week. I hope you do enjoy this section. Like, I hope you enjoy all history sections, and get your thinking caps on. And we'll be in touch. And like I said, write to me if you need anything. I will probably, as long as the internet's working normally in Moscow, I'm going to probably get a lot more grading, or I'll be doing a lot of interactions. But I don't know about that. Like in China, my friends are in China. You can't really do Facebook very well. The government censors a lot. I don't know what the censorship situation is in Russia, so this is important. I should say that. So if I have a little gap there, that might be the issue. But I don't know about that. Okay. Having said that, that's it. And and I'm not going to talk about anything political there either. That's the other side of it. Okay, good. All right. So we'll be in touch. Have a great week.